At its core, when you initiate a transaction, it first enters the mempool. Think of the mempool as a waiting room for pending transactions. When building a new block, the block proposer can choose and prioritize transactions from the mempool based on their transaction fees. However, MEV introduces a unique twist. Block proposers can not only choose which transactions to include and their order within a block, but also add their own. The sequence of these transactions can occasionally yield substantial profits. Imagine this scenario. Alice purchases a large amount of a specific token. Following her, Bob opts to sell the same token. If Bob's transaction is processed after Alice's, he capitalizes on a better sale price due to the increased demand Alice's purchase creates. Spotting such opportunities, a block proposer might rearrange the order of transactions to benefit and take a cut. The proposer can achieve this by inserting its own buy transaction just before Alice's transaction and placing a sell transaction after Alice's transaction and right before Bob's transaction. In this rather nasty example, the block proposer essentially front-runs Alice's transaction, benefiting from the price movement they can predict and influence. This additional profit resulting from altering the transaction sequence is termed MEV, which stands for Maximal Extractable Value. Front-running. Proposers spot a pending transaction in the mempool that can shift the market and jump right ahead to benefit from the price change. Backrunning. Opposite of front-running. Proposers position their transaction right after a significant one, often exploiting potential price discrepancies or arbitrage opportunities between exchanges. Sandwich attacks, a combination of front-running and back-running. Proposers see a large order, place their own order ahead of it, front-run, and then place another order after it, back-run. Essentially, they sandwich the user's transaction. That is what happened in our previous Alice and Bob example. Censorship. A proposer could censor transactions to benefit from MEV elsewhere, demanding higher fees, or manipulate oracles. Generalized front-running. A proposer could execute any profitable transaction for themselves, even without fully understanding the transaction content. This strategy is possible by simulating transaction execution and determining if the caller of a given smart contract method ends up with more funds than before the execution.